Hey, Rob Romarino here with Sentry Equipment, and this 3-minute tip is all about hiring your staff. So if you have an ice cream store or frozen dessert shop, you can't do it by yourself. As hard as you're going to try, you need people. So the question is, how do we find them? How do we hire them? Well, let's get started. First of all, you need to define your ideal team with the basics, okay? What's the number of employees you want? What's the availability you're looking for? What are your hours? When are you going to need these people? Simple things like asking questions about transportation. You want to make sure you hire people. You want to make sure they have a way to get to work. And then roles to fill. What are your roles that you need to fill within your store? Scoopers, cashiers, shift leads, managers. What type of job are you hiring for? You need to know what your target is. You need to know what the groceries are before you go food shopping, okay? Otherwise, you're going to spend a lot more than you need to. What's your job description? Just because you may be a mom and pop ice cream store, or maybe you're a corporate entity, doesn't mean you don't have to look at it like it's a professional job. A lot of these kids, it's their first job, but let's treat it like it's important. Keep your job description short, clear, match the tone of your brand. Is it fun? Is it exciting? What's the wage range? What are the hours? Keep it simple. What are the benefits? Even if it's, hey, free ice cream, that's something you want to put in there. And highlight the positive work environment you're going to provide, positive culture, and room for growth. Just because they're getting hired here doesn't mean they can't be a shift lead or a manager or an opener or a closer. These type of things are appealing to your future employees. Use smart recruiting channels. Indeed, Facebook posts, community boards, referrals from other staff or other people that you know are really, really good. These could be your best source. Interview for attitude and train for skill. Okay, I've trained hundreds and hundreds of kids over the years in ice cream stores. I always tell my customer, hire the person, not the talent. I could teach them to make ice cream. I could teach them to make sundaes. I can't teach them to have a personality. So hire for personality. Okay, kids who play on teams or within groups, they're good because they're going to be working in a team. You want them to have that teamwork mentality. Ask questions in the interview. All right, tell me about the time you made someone's day. How would you handle a long line and a grumpy customer? See what kind of mentality these kids have going into the job so you can build off a good foundation. Do a trial shift. Ask them to shadow. Just because you hire them doesn't mean you're going to love them and doesn't mean they're going to love you, even if they were great in the interview process. So maybe you give it 2 or 3 days where they shadow, you meet with them again, you say, hey, is this thing going to work out or not? And then after you hire them, and during the process, make sure you schedule smartly, okay? Kids are into technology. Use apps like When I Work, Homebase, Sling. Show them how it works. Show them what they're going to be involved in. Make sure they know that if they can't work, it's on them to change their schedule to find somebody to work. But give you and them the tools to make them successful. So when you're hiring for your store, the staff is going to make or break you. It's very, very important. So use smart recruiting channels to find the kids, and then when you're interviewing, ask questions. And remember, you can teach the skill, but you can't teach them to have the personality you need to succeed in your store. Well, time's up. See you next time.